Hey everyone, how's it going? Total Level here with a reaction video talking about the Nintendo Direct this morning versus the Sony State of Play this afternoon, and boy, both have me super excited, especially two games from the Sony State of Play, so yeah, so excited my hair changed. Ready to get roasted about this, so yeah, and Nintendo Direct, yeah, I watched that in the morning, and then for Sony State of Play, I actually watched Vic's stream from Electric Playground over on Twitch, and yeah, it was fun chatting with everyone there and everything to react, and yeah, so, yeah, and kind of give my thoughts on both sides, because I thought, yeah, the Nintendo Direct was very solid, but unfortunately, so many of it that were going to be announced got leaked, you know, not exactly the type of game we were getting, but so many leaks happened prior, and it's not like I'm actively looking for these leaks. You just go online and then it's like, oh boom, Mario and Mario vs. Donkey Kong is going to be at the Nintendo Direct, right? So yeah, that was a little disappointing. Then with Sony's, it was very lackluster, I would say. Like, there were some cool stuff, like with Avatar, that looked kind of neat, but I've never been big on Avatar, to be honest, or anything like that. And, you know, you got Hell... is it Hellrisers or Helldivers? I can't remember now, but anyways, the sequel to that, the second game, and it looks to be another Destiny type game, so yeah, like, it's kind of lackluster, but there were two games that super excited about, nothing that was newly announced, but new trailers and everything, so I think I'll start on the Sony side because I'm so excited for these. I'm actually still shaking over one of them, so we'll start with Spider-Man 2, super excited for this game. Not sure if I'll buy it right away because, you know, usually, you know, if it's like the first Spider-Man, they'll add DLC and all that, and then a year or two, there'll be a Game of the Year edition, so I may wait for that, but that's going to be a hard wait. Luckily, 2023 has so many other games keeping me occupied, so we'll see about that, but that game continues to look fantastic as always, but let's quickly move on to the game that ended the State of Play that I'm so excited about. February can't come soon enough. I wish this game was coming out this year despite the incredible amount of games already coming this year, but yeah, and that's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, oh man. But they shown, like, it was a pretty short trailer, but they shown a lot. We got our first glimpse of Kate Sith, we got little glimpses of Zack being in this game, we got little glimpses of the Gold Saucer and some of the games you can play there, of the chocobo racing, the bike chase stuff, and the little, like, I forget what they call, Sock and Rock and Robots type minigame, there we go, and yeah, and I'm blanking on the name now for the place where they go, like, after they kind of leave Midgar a little bit, where it's like the beach and all that, where they run into Hojo or whatever, I can't remember, but I think we got a little bit of that, of Cloud on, like, a little Segway bike and everything. It was just so cool, and it was cool seeing Kate Sith in action for the first time, and like, I love the first remake so much. I really enjoyed that game, and this sequel, like, oh man, like, you know, I'm still not really happy with Square Enix doing this whole, like, putting it into parts stuff instead of, like, one big game, and also, you know, not a fan of Sony, which we'll get into, of having these exclusives, but this game just looks fantastic. I can't wait. I can't even really speak. Like, that's how excited I am. So yeah, those were the two takeaways for me. Nothing else really stuck by me or anything like that. Like, you know, from hearing Vic, he got to play Foam Stars, which he says is a lot better than it seems, you know, kind of that Splatoon type clone for Square Enix, so we'll see how that goes. Got a small trailer of Honkai Star Rails coming to PlayStation, free-to-play phone game coming to consoles and everything. I played a bit of Genshin Impact, and it's not bad, just I'm not big on those free-to-play kind of titles, right? So, yeah, I might try and go back to it at some point, I'll see, but yeah, just those were the two, and like I said, yeah, I'm kind of, Spider-Man and Final Fantasy VII, these should not be Sony exclusives at all. They really shouldn't. And no timed exclusives or anything like that. Like, I know, yeah, they'll eventually go to PC, but they should be on the Xbox. They should be on the Switch. It's just, I don't agree with that. And obviously, now that Square Enix is having troubles because of Final Fantasy 16 and everything, it's just like, Sony could be putting Square Enix in a very tough spot, right? So, those are my thoughts, so let me gather a bit to talk about kind of the Nintendo stuff, so give me a sec. And we're back, so yeah, now we're going to talk about the Nintendo Direct, and I'm not going to talk about every single game, just kind of the ones that looked really cool, stood out to me, and things like that, so first, I'll kind of get my disappointment at the Direct out of the way, and that was the F-Zero 99 announcement. So, it was kind of leaked out that F-Zero would be part of this Nintendo Direct. We just didn't know in what form or anything, and it's just, it's too bad that it's a Battle Royale game because, Nintendo's probably going to use this as a way to see the demand for F-Zero, and it sucks that it's in this way because I love F-Zero, I want to support it, but I'm not even sure I'll play this game because, I'll have to see, I can't remember if they said it was free or not, I haven't checked or anything, I kind of been just recording these right now, but yeah, it's just too bad because, I hate how Nintendo does this. It reminds me with Chibi Robo's Ziplash, where they said if people didn't buy that, Chibi Robo was dead, and it's like, no one wanted Ziplash because it was a generic 2D platformer, rather than this unique 3D kind of puzzle exploration with a lot of weird quirkiness to it, right? That made Chibi Robo, right? And yeah, it just reminds me about that with F-Zero 99, where it's like Nintendo's probably looking at how many people are playing it, and not just right now, but months down the line too, and it's like, okay, should we invest in F-Zero or not? And it's just would be perfect for an F-Zero game, especially since you're still continuing Mario Kart 8. People would love a new sort of, kart, not exactly kart racer, but another sort of racing game, and F-Zero would be perfect for that high speeds, just ridiculousness, right? And yeah, so let me know what you all think about F-Zero 99 and everything, are you going to play it? Are you okay with just having that as an F-Zero game? Are you into this because you like Battle Royale type games? Let me know in the comments, would love to hear that, but for me it was just kind of disappointment, and now we'll move on to the better stuff, and so we have Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. This closed out the Direct, so this was rumored for many months now, so we finally got kind of the big announcement on it, and yeah, it's really cool that it looks to be kind of one-to-one sort of remake, whatever they're going kind of branded as. I'm going to say remake because, the visuals are different, they're adding a lot more to the backgrounds, which I do like because that was one of my big complaints with the original Paper Mario is every background was, every area you visited was just a reskin of another, right? Not too many really stood out to one another, but so it's really cool to see more detail in that. We'll have to see later on, if there's going to be a lot more cool features later on. Right now it just looks to be a pretty standard one-to-one remake, so yeah, we'll see, but that's really cool, especially for people who haven't played the game, because Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door is one of my favorite games ever, so yeah, really happy for those people. We got more information on Super Mario RPG, which was neat to see, where, yeah, you got things like you can attack all enemies at once now, and you got, you can revisit bosses, and this time they'll be a lot stronger than the first time you fight them, so that's pretty cool. We'll have to see what other extras they put in, you know, super fights, all that sort of stuff, so yeah, it should be good. More information also on Detective Pikachu Returns, which now we can team up with other Pokemon to use their abilities to help, you know, Pikachu and Tim Goodman solve cases and everything like that, so that should be a solid game. I did enjoy the first game quite a bit, so the sequel should be another solid entry. And then the Princess Peach game, that was kind of interesting, you know. I really enjoy games where you get different abilities and outfits that change the gameplay and everything. I do enjoy games like that. Not sure I'll buy this day one or anything, but it is something I'll keep an eye on because I think I would have fun with it. Now, a few just third-party games quickly. So, Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes, we got a release date now, which I completely forgot. I know it's like April, something like April 23rd, I think. That sounds about right, but cool that we got actual release date now. I'm not sure if it was intentional in the trailer, just it looked like there was quite a bit of slowdown moments in certain parts, so I'll have to, you know, we'll have to see how all those kind of iron out and everything, if it's intentional like that, I'm not sure, but, you know, pretty, you know, I'm looking forward to that. I still have to play Suikoden and everything, so yeah, should be cool. Then from Atlas and Vanillaware, we have Unicorn Overlord, which, you know, strategy RPG looks like, you know, bit of a tactical one too, so not sure, like they're on Video Games Plus.ca, they have an exclusive for Canada. It ships all across North America, so people in the US can buy the collector's edition of that too if they want, but yeah, I'll have to see if I want to kind of pre-order the collector's edition or not. I just say this because I'm not big on like strategy games or anything, even, you know, tactical ones. I have to be in the right mood for a lot of them. It's why I still haven't started Fire Emblem Engage, but still really cool looking game. And I love Vanillaware games, you know, like Odin Sphere, Dragon's Crown, 13 Sentinels, and there was one on the Wii, like Muramusa Demon Blade. I think that was Vanillaware. I can't remember, but yeah, just kind of cool, you know, little stuff there. And then the final one kind of want to talk about that has me intrigued is another Code recollection. So I'll be honest, I didn't even know there was a DS game. I didn't know this was a collection of games or anything like that, so yeah, but it looked kind of neat and cool, so kind of going to keep my eye out on that, you know, because, yeah, it just looks like a solid game where, yeah, you get the DS game along with a game that released on the Wii, I believe, that was Japan only, so yeah, looking forward to that. So those are kind of the big ones for me, I found personally, for the Nintendo Direct, so yeah, let's wrap all this up. So overall, I thought both had solid, you know, entries. PlayStation did focus quite a bit on PlayStation VR 2, and there was just the thing with Sony is there's a little too many trailers instead of like someone talking. Like the Nintendo Direct stuff is just, I find a lot more charming of someone narrating the whole game and story and everything. I always find that a bit more charming than just showing a bunch of trailers. Like, some of them I don't mind having, you know, just trailers with no voiceover or anything, but yeah. You know, and also I didn't mention, but yeah, they shown quite a bit of DLC because Tales of Arise is getting new DLC, which is pretty cool because, you know, that game is awesome, and yeah, I have to see how that one turns out and everything. But yeah, I thought both had something for everyone. So overall, I would say, you know, even though there's more games I'm looking forward to through the Nintendo Direct, I'm more excited about a couple games from the Sony one. Like I said, Spider-Man 2, really looking forward to that, and of course Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Man, I didn't even talk about how Vincent was shown just right at the end of the trailer too, and yeah, there's so much to unpack with that trailer. It was just incredible, right? So, yeah, you know, like, I think it's going to be, you know, whatever your preference is. Like I said, for Sony, I wish these games wouldn't be exclusives, you know, they shouldn't be, but it is what it is right now, so yeah, let me know what you all think about both the Nintendo Direct and Sony State of Play. What did you like, didn't like? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time, everyone. Alright, have a great rest of your day. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, or if you just want to see any of my skits and then nothing else and leave the video, that's fine too. Thanks everyone, take care.